Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to Sloka Day. Today's Sloka, Sloka number 42 of chapter 18. Shamo damastapa shaucham
Namo damastaba chaucham
Shantirarjavameva cha
Chandirarjavameva cha
Jnanam vijnanamastikyam
Jnanam vijnanamastikyam
Brahma karma swabhavajam.
Brahma karma swabhavajam.
Word for word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Shamaha,
Amaha,
peacefulness.
peacefulness.
Damaha,
Tamaha,
self-control.
self-control.
Tapaha,
Taha,
austerity.
austerity.
Shaucham,
Saucham,
purity.
purity.
Shantihi,
Kanchide,
Shantihi,
kanchide.
tolerance.
Tolerance.
Arjavam,
Arjavam,
honesty.
honesty.
Eva,
Eva,
certainly.
certainly.
Cha,
Yeah.
and.
And
Jnanam,
jnanam,
knowledge.
knowledge.
Vijnanam,
Vijnanam,
wisdom.
wisdom.
Astikyam,
Asikyam,
religiousness.
religiousness.
Brahma,
Brahma,
of a Brahmana.
of a Brahmana.
Karma,
Karma,
duty.
duty.
Swabhavajam,
Swabhavajam,
born of his own nature.
born of his own nature.
Translation: peacefulness,
Peacefulness,
self-control,
self-control,
austerity,
austerity,
purity,
purity,
tolerance,
tolerance,
honesty,
honesty,
knowledge,
knowledge,
wisdom,
wisdom,
and religiousness.
and religiousness.
These are the natural qualities by which the Brahmanas work.
These are all the natural qualities by which the Brahmanas work.
Okay. Prabhupada doesn't write a purport to this particular shloka because he's already written in detail in the 13th chapter about these qualities. But anyway, let us look at the qualities of a Brahmana. So if we call ourselves a Brahmana, what are the qualities? Those who possessed predominantly sattvic natures were the Brahmins. Their primary duties were to undertake austerities, practice purity of mind, do devotion, and inspire others by their examples. So this is a perfect description of what a Brahmana should be. They should set the example for others. Thus, they were expected to be tolerant, humble, and spiritually minded. They were expected to perform Vedic rituals for themselves and for the others. Their nature inclined them toward a love for knowledge. So the profession of teaching, cultivating knowledge, and sharing it with others was also suitable for them. Although they did not participate in the government administration themselves, they guided the executives. And because they possessed wisdom of the scriptures, their views on social and political matters were greatly valued. This is the position of Brahmins in society. Not just the position, this is their role, this is their duty, this is their responsibility. So very nicely explained in a very short paragraph. Shamo damastapa shaucham. So Krishna lists here 4 plus 2 plus 3 in the 3 lines. Totally 9 qualities. These are the 9 qualities of a Brahmana. And he's saying Brahma karma swabhavajam. So for a person who has to do Brahmana karma, these qualities are important. What are these qualities? It is interesting when Krishna talks about these qualities, there's no mention of bhakti. over here for the Brahmins. Qualities that are relevant here is astikyam, religiousness, faith in scripture, faith in the principles of Vedic culture. That doesn't have to be in the highest principle in the Vedic culture, which is Shuddha Bhakti, pure devotion. Krishna doesn't mention devotion or even pure devotion in this particular verse. Example, Sukracharya works against the purpose of Lord Vishnu. Although Sukracharya does that, we don't see that he's chastised by Lord Vishnu. Brahmanas can be in different modes, and some can perform Rajasic or even Tamasic yajna or rituals. So the qualities of a Brahmana. Prahlad Maharaj said in Srimad Bhagavatam that even if a Brahmana has turned away from Lord Vishnu and a dog eater who has turned towards Lord Vishnu, the dog eater is greater. So from a materialistic point of view, the Brahmana is higher Varna, but that need not be from a spiritual point of view. So for every single situation, there is a material angle, there is a spiritual angle. So we can assess situations through the material lens, we can assess situations through the spiritual lens. Shama refers to mind control and Dhamma refers to sense control. So it is best if we don't let the mind be agitated by temptation. But if the mind gets agitated, then at least we don't act according to temptation. So the best is for us to keep ourselves busy in Krishna conscious activities so that Maya doesn't enter. And if she enters, we have to push her out again by focusing on Krishna conscious activities. If we can't do Shama, then at least Dhamma. And living in this way of Shama and Dhamma is Tapaha. Tapaha also refers to fasting. Cleanliness is Shaucham. Chantir is tolerance. Brahmanas generally don't raise weapons, even when they are attacked. They just tolerate. Arjavam means honesty. The Brahmana doesn't speak falsehoods. They should speak ultimate truth and meant to take people to ultimate truth. Jnanam, Vijnanam, Astikyam. Theoretical knowledge and self-realized knowledge. Internalized knowledge. And to have this, they should have faith in scriptures. Brahma karma swabhavajam. These are the qualities of a Brahmana. As devotees also, we should try to develop as many of these qualities as possible. And by that, we create a platform by which we make steady spiritual advancement. Of course, Krishna will talk about the role of Varnashrama in the upcoming shlokas. So this is a commentary by His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. Those who respect the command of God command the respect of the world. A feature of Vedic culture that often perplexes, even provokes observers, is the immense respect it offers to Brahmanas. Why should someone be respected so much just because of being born in a particular caste? Gita wisdom underscores that the classification of varnas is based on qualities and activities, guna karma, not birth. That is from Sloka number 13 of chapter 4. The Gita, in this particular Sloka number 42, lists the qualities that make the Brahmanas so respectable, starting with self-mastery, Shama, and ending in fidelity to scripture, Astikyam. The faithfulness of Brahmanas is foundational to their respectability. Which means if they didn't have faith in the scriptures, then they couldn't consider themselves Brahmanas. So that's the foundation as to why they are so well respected, because they've understood the scriptures. They adhere strictly in word and deed to the scriptural injunctions about the values and purposes of living. Thus, they serve as models for society about how to live for God in a world that allures everyone away from God. So we are meant to dedicate our lives to Krishna, not to turn away from Krishna. At least that is the role of a Brahmana. A higher than the Brahmana is considered a Vaishnava. So can you imagine the standards for a Vaishnava? If a Brahmana has such high standards, what are the standards for a Vaishnava? Because the Brahmanas respect the command of God, they command the respect of the world, at least the pious world. Actually, the influence of the principle-centered lifestyle of the Brahmanas extends far beyond the ranks of the religious. It also poses a living challenge to the doubtfulness that characterizes waverers, agnostics, and skeptics. Of course, in the sense that there are some categories of people who may not have faith in God, but they would have faith in something else. If these people who are so knowledgeable and intelligent, jnana and vijnana, are also defining qualities of a Brahmana, are living according to scripture, maybe scripture does contain something substantial. So the category of the Brahmanas is meant to inspire even those who may not have faith in scriptures, because they set the example. When Brahmanas start desiring or living materialistically, then they no longer command the same respect. The Bhakti scriptures illustrate this repeatedly in the confrontations between ego-centered Brahmanas like Durvasa Muni and God-centered Bhaktas like Ambarish Maharaj. Of course, this does not mean that Durvasa Muni is any ordinary personality. Just in that particular pastime, it shows that one has a huge ego, another one is just completely dependent on the Lord. In that particular pastime, of course, Ambarish Maharaj is venerated by the Supreme Lord. And because the scriptural command culminates in a call for devotion in the 66th Sloka, the Gita, in the 17th and 18th shlokas of chapter 7, asserts that enlightened devotees are the most respectable. They command the affection and respect of Krishna himself. In fact, he considers them to be as good as himself. Atmaiva me matam. So when you have this kind of perfection in you, you attract Krishna's admiration. He says, you are as good as me. So these are qualities of a Brahmana that Krishna is speaking about. We have to meditate on these qualities, what these qualities are, and see how we can imbibe these qualities in ourselves. Peacefulness. Yes, the world around us is very, very stressful. Things are happening that may disturb us. We should maintain our peace. Self-control, austerity, less is more. No? Purity, tolerance, honesty, knowledge, wisdom, and religiousness. So Krishna has identified these 9 qualities that decides whether you can call yourself a Brahmana or not. So that means this Varna is not by birth. It is based on the qualities that you exhibit. And of course, the qualities that you exhibit will naturally determine the kind of work that you'll do. We were discussing, I think, was it yesterday or day before yesterday? Many of us are doing things that don't come naturally to us. It goes against our nature. But still we do that work because that's what helps us earn a living. Right? So the natural qualities that come for you, those qualities should be used in the service of Krishna and also in whatever material world requirements are for you to earn a living. Those same qualities should be applied in an appropriate direction. Right? So these are the qualities of a Brahmana, the 9 qualities.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.